Everybody knows that finances and the public sector are becoming more and more stretched, and more staff were coming to me with issues around not being able to just afford the basics.
We wanted our staff to feel valued and to know that as an employer we care about them and their finances are important to us. We can't necessarily give people a pay increase. We're governed by terms and conditions across the NHS, but actually this is a way that we could help ease some of that financial burden for individuals at no risk to the organisation.
So I had heard about Neyber prior to starting here, but was delighted to see that it's part of the wellbeing offer here in the organisation.
We have a comprehensive package in place in terms of emotional wellbeing and physical wellbeing. And what we spotted a couple of years ago is that we had a real gap in terms of financial wellbeing, but actually there was something more that we needed. So we had a lot of staff coming to us to ask for advances or indicating that perhaps they might have financial concerns, and there was really nothing that we could signpost them to. And that's when we came across Neyber and what they offer.
It's not just about bridging the gap in terms of loans and finances and sorting that side of things out. It's also a great educational tool too, so that long term they can really start to manage their finances differently.
Neyber helps us to live our values. Actually, one of our values is around compassion, and by having a whole package of things in place in terms of wellbeing means that we are caring for our staff and that they know that they're valued, and it puts them in the best position to be able to put our patients first in all they do. We had quite a lot of conversation internally before we decided to launch with Neyber, so we engaged with our payroll team and our communications team and also our trade union colleagues to make sure that this really was the right thing to do for the organisation. Working with Neyber has been really smooth and easy for us. We have a dedicated relationship manager who we meet with regularly. We get a lot of comms material that we can push out to staff, which requires very little intervention from me or my team, which is really important to me in a busy day-to-day role. The uptake has been absolutely phenomenal in the organisation, and it's really meant that we do now have a full holistic wellbeing package in place that meets the diverse needs of our staff. We've got more work to do, but actually we're already starting to see the impact in terms of staff engagement levels, this organisation being recognised as somewhere that really does care about staff. It's been in place for over 2 years in our organisation, so it's part of our fabric in terms of wellbeing. It's there, and actually I don't think people can remember a time when it wasn't there.